Hi, Aquarius. Long time no talk? Like a really long time, like you think that I probably forgot about you? I apologize to you guys. I have this crazy habit of pushing myself a little bit too hard for way too long, not taking care of myself, and then I get like this mandatory timeout from the universe. So I got sick. I got pretty sick actually, like probably the most sick I've been in a good while. Now that I took my time out and got some rest, I'm on the uphill, you know, getting better, whatever you want to say. So we're going to do your reading. The i-ching deck for the overall energy. And i-ching is all about the book of change. The only thing in life that is ever guaranteed is that there will be change. And so with this deck, I am going to read right from the book because A, I think you won't miss out if I overlook something, and B, because I want to and it's my channel. So let's do this. Card number 45. The Vessel of Community. Water running freely over the earth does not attain the depth of the lake with its constraints. In the same way, people are stronger when they are gathered together within the vessel of community. A shared history adds depth to their connection, and they are unified through the honoring of ancestors and traditions. Such a spiritual life cannot be easily dissolved. Such a spiritual life cannot be easily dissolved. What I feel after reading this card is that it's like you guys have been so good at protecting your privacy or your personal lives and building this wall or this privacy fence. Maybe only offering a watered down version of yourself or only bits and pieces. But that inadvertently has led to you isolating yourself. Someone can be surrounded by hundreds of people and still feel very alone, right? I think it's a really good time to maybe look into why you felt like it's necessary to isolate yourself, or why you're so intimidated by becoming part of the community. Allow yourself to be part of the crowd, be part of the community, to feel like you belong. The second of 3 cards from your spirit guides is from my new surrender deck, and you have the card of Surrender Worry. Make a commitment not to lead an anxiety-driven life. When worries arise, breathe them out of your body. Focus on the power of your heart and have faith that Spirit is guiding you always. Commitment and anxiety, all in the same sentence. Odd. Breathe and focus. Rather than letting the whole forest or the whole grove of trees, whatever it is, burn wildly out of control and cause complete devastation, what do firefighters do? They section it out, they categorize it, and they focus on the areas that are of highest importance with the most potential of causing harm. So while you could have an anxiety attack over the forest being on fire, You could cut your worry in half or your anxiety in half, understanding that there are only homes in a third of the section and there are great bodies of water in half of the section, and that most of the fire is already controlled or contained. Because if we're so caught up in our worries or anxieties, we might miss that update that, hey, guess what? We got that under control. No need to continue to freak out. Surrender the worry. What does worry get you anyhow? Ulcers and antacids. That's what worry gets you. Nowhere. Then we move into the last card from your spirit guides. Spirit Keeper of the East. Isn't that just a fucking amazing picture? Like, the imagery on these cards. I love it. This is also, from a numerology nerd standpoint, on page 82, 8 plus 2, 10. 10 is like the fruition or the aha of a cycle, right? So this card talks about fresh cycles and knowing that no matter what's happened in the past, there's no need for it to repeat into your future. Where does the sun rise? In the east, right? What is the sunrise indicative of? The dawning of a new day? We plant our seeds in the springtime in order to tend to them and hope to manifest or harvest great crops in the fall, right? It can be difficult to release familiar routines or beliefs or like those self-limiting thoughts or our self-sabotage habits that we have. However, let's pretend we are a farmer, okay? And we have been planting the same brand or style or whatever of corn for the last 40 years because that's what Grandpa decided, okay? And we know that there are greater improvements or perhaps better yielding ways to plant or brands to buy. But because we have been planting this same brand the same way for the last 40 years, by God, we're going to keep doing it. Even though the neighbors are getting, let's say, 80 bushels and we are getting 27. Self-sabotage and habitual and self-limiting and fucking retarded. I'm sorry. Get over the fact that I use the R word. I'm not even going to get into that. But it's dumb. So don't sit there and bitch and moan if you are feeling lack when you are refusing to maybe adjust or look into alternate ways. Then we move into your work, career, and finance. We have the Nine of Swords and the Magician in reverse. The Nine of Swords. Just look at this guy. That is not like the picture in the dictionary next to the word happy, fulfilled, carefree. No. It's a fucking mental breakdown anxiety attack. That's where you'll find that picture in the dictionary. Always fearing the worst or letting things get inside your head. You need to breathe. And if there is blame to be had or to be owned and it is yours, if you are responsible for something that you need to take responsibility for, own up to it. I don't care what fear of judgment or the reprimands that will follow. but you've got to own up to what is yours. The next thing is, if you have all those things coming at you, and you put all of those things on your list of what I'm responsible for, what I'm in control of, you can feel pretty overwhelmed, right? I've used the analogy before. If you are taking 25 kids to the zoo, and your friend who runs her own personal business and works from home is going to take her one child to the zoo, you probably have a better chance of losing a kid being the person taking the 25 kids to the zoo, right? Rather than the one just having her one child. So focus your attention. What is it that needs to be dealt with? What do you need to own up to? And what is just all this shit that you've let run wild in your head? Weed it out. The Magician in reverse. Jesus fuck, Aquarius, come on. What are you scared to do? Or like, what are you keep doubting yourself about? Like, are you creating issues because you aren't using your magic, or you're creating obstacles by way of like avoiding dealing with some issues? The only thing in life that is ever guaranteed is that there is change. It's necessary. Use your magic and make the change. Stop doubting yourself. Perhaps you need to watch some Bob the Builder or Thomas the Train, because I think I can, and can we build this? Yes, we can. Come on, Aquarius. You got this. You guys are like the fucking masters at manifesting and creating abundance, and like everything that you touch just flourishes. Use your magic. Get out of your head and quit with this anxiety and worry. We have expression and balance for your love and romantic relationships. Express how you feel, clearly, lovingly, and honestly, without fear or judgment. Say it exactly like it is. All will be resolved when you express to others how you truly feel. Trust in the power of life to guide you, to heal all concerned. Self-expression is liberating and healing. Without fear of judgment. Trust in the power of life to guide you, to heal you, and let that truth liberate you. Why are you so hesitant to take off this mask, or to be honest about what you really want, or what you really need? Have you ever been to one of those go-kart parks, or like the amusement parks, and they have the go-karts that you can go ride? Doesn't it really fucking suck and kind of annoy you when you get one of them that you know damn well like they've cut the power in half, and so you're like practically pushing the gas pedal through the floor, and you're like put, and you got like this 80-year-old lady with her great-grandson next to you who got the bomb-ass freaking double go-kart, and they come skipping past you, and you're like, how? She probably doesn't even have a driver's license anymore. You're like, she shouldn't even be driving. How did she get the fast one? Why am I on this like slow one? Because at her age, she doesn't give a shit what people think, and so she's going to express herself fully, and so she gets all the full, wide open, there is no limits. They don't govern out. Difference is necessary, and it's part of the human evolution. It's necessary in everything in life, because everything is comprised of opposites, and together it makes life whole. If you were to light a candle in a room that is already flooded with light, the light of the candle would pretty much be indistinguishable, because so much light already exists, right? But because of darkness, we are able to perceive light. Why? Because both are necessary. There's yin and there's yang. Because of darkness, we are able to perceive light. Rather than trying to mold or control or force everyone to be just like you, or to believe what you believe, let people be who they are. The difference, the contrast, the uniqueness makes the world full of flavor. Are you ready for a fabulous fucking analogy? Because here comes one. So, let's pretend we make ice cream. And we say that we make 100 different flavors. So now, funny thing, all the buckets are all filled with the same flavor of ice cream. We just changed the color. First of all, I'd hope that the flavor would be cherry nut if everything was going to be the same. But secondly, how fucking boring and lackluster and dissatisfying would that be? Like, oh my gosh, can you imagine? You go and you grab the green one thinking it's going to be mint and it's butternut. You grab the brown one thinking that it's going to be chocolate, it's butternut. Disappointing all the way around. At least cherry nut, I mean, it's delish. It's kind of a win-win. Sweet and salty, you know, perfect blend. But really, let people be their own flavor. To finish out your guys' reading, we have the ant. And that is going to be your spirit animal for the month of November. With the spirit animal, the purpose behind this is to embrace the energy or the qualities that they hold within them. Let go of feeling alone. You are a vital part of the hill. While on the outside of any anthill, it might look like there are just a few ants running around, directionless, seemingly alone or separated from the colony, right? But what we don't understand is how many are behind the scenes, or the strength of those few that are separated from the colony. Never underestimate your own strength. You have to understand that you are unique for a reason. You are a vital player on Team Soul Journey. If you aren't going to be like the main player, like the head honcho, like you are the freaking Urlacher of the Bears back when he was with them, and you are putting all obstacles on their ass and paving the way, you would understand that you are vital. But if you are only willing to be the water boy, get over it. Yeah, they're vital, whatever, but you're not Urlacher. You have to be willing to pave your own way. You have to be willing to take out those obstacles. You have to be willing to be that vital part of every project within your life. You have to be a vital part of your colony, your community. Going back to the very first part of this and feeling like you belong. Get in there and belong. Be part of the tribe. Be part of your colony, your community. That's all I have, Aquarius. I hope you guys have the most freaking amazing November. I wish you the most beautiful Scorpio new moon, which is tonight, and manifest like a mother, because that's what you guys do. You are creators. Next month, I really hope that there's not like 5 out of however many fucking cards are here that include anxiety, worry, fear. Work on it. You guys have got to clear this out. This is a cycle. We are in this karmic lesson, karmic cycle season of check, learned it, check, got it, check, check, never coming back. Clear them out. You got this. Thank you so much for sticking by my side, for not unsubscribing, and much love until December. Bye-bye.